Hello and welcome to the Adobe Express hotline. Now, you may have noticed that we started a few minutes late today, but everybody in the chat has been keeping me laughing over here with lots of hotline jokes, lots of what number are you in the queue of the hotline jokes. So yeah, the chat is on fire today. So let's just see who we've got joining us. We've got Tony, Sandrine, Oliver, Sean, Evie, Jane, Doris. Oh, everyone's here. It's so nice to see everybody. No, you'll be glad to know that a sheep did not chew through my phone line. But yeah, we're here and we're good to go. And we have some new projects to chat to some new projects to tackle. I'm losing the ability to speak. From our lovely Instagram community. And yeah, let's dive right in because we've only got half an hour and I'm going to try and tackle two of the suggestions, both from the same person. So we have got on the screen, we've got any ideas for printable gift vouchers, which is a brilliant idea if you're a small business owner, or business cards that aren't busy but eye-catching. So we're going to tackle both of these. I think, yeah, if you run a product-based business, then well, probably even a service-based business as well, you could use gift vouchers as well. But this can be a really great option. And also, great for last minute gifts. If people have forgotten to buy something, they can just buy the gift voucher and then print it themselves. But obviously, you still want it to look fun and on brand. So let's head over to the homepage. And I always like to have a little search and see what's available in the templates first. So let's have a look and see what we have here for gift vouchers. And what I love is that there's lots of different styles. So you can quite easily find one that is going to work well for your brand, whatever it might be. But since today I'm not designing it for a particular business, I can have fun with this. Let me know in the chat if you are a fan of gift vouchers. Is that something you'd buy? Would you print it out? There's some really cool ones here. I actually think that I love the font combination on this one. So maybe we'll start from that. Now, this is a sort of like, what do you call it? Letter size? Letter size, I don't know. There's definitely like a name for this this dimension, which is currently I've forgotten. But yeah, I think this looks really nice. I might not keep it these colors, but I think having this as the top at the top for gift voucher would look really cool. Now, if I'm creating this as a printable, if I was going to get these professionally printed, I'd actually keep it these dimensions and I'd add a second page for the back. So maybe we should do that first. So we'll make a version that we can get printed professionally and then a version that people can print out themselves at home. So I actually love the front. I might play around with the colors, but I love how the front's looking. So I'm just going to duplicate the back. Actually, maybe I should play with the colors first. So let's have a look. I do actually love this color palette, but let's maybe play around with something else and see what we get. Now, obviously that's not going to work, but we can use this little handy shuffle feature. Ooh, that's quite similar, but quite nice. Ooh, I actually really like that. That's very nice. Let me know in the chat if you think the contrast between the green and the cream is strong enough. If not, maybe what we could do is change that to the cream and have that as the navy. Let's see how that works. Maybe something like that. Maybe we need to make the green a little bit stronger. But yeah, you can, ooh, yeah, this this is working well for me. Okay, let's see what we've got in the chat. Tony's offering £10 off today. Gift vouchers means generally something goes free. I just ordered my new business cards at Moo with some gift vouchers. Win-win. That's great. Yeah. Great. Everyone's got some great offers going on in the chat today. Evie likes receiving gift vouchers. Yeah, I like getting to choose what I'm buying. Okay, I really like how this looks. So what I'm just going to do is just delete this one because now this color palette isn't what I'm after. Go back into this one and duplicate the page. And what I'm going to do is just switch the colors around. So I'm going to have this green in the background. I'm going to delete the text elements. I'll keep this one, put it in the navy blue. I like that it keeps the colors there for me. And then I'm going to make some boxes for people to fill in. So people would be able to fill out their sort of details. So we'll have a 4. I actually really like this font, Glow Doc Display. I need to make a note of that for later. Okay, 4. So what do we need? We need 4 from. Ooh, and we probably need amount as well. Oh, and then there's probably going to be some terms and conditions that we can put in small print at the bottom. Let me just copy and paste that. And then what we're going to do is create some boxes so that people can easily fill in the information. So what we'll do is head over to shapes. Oh, I think actually I'm going to go for this shape with the round, the rectangle, the square with the rounded corners. I think that works quite nicely with this font. Let's make that a bit longer, maybe. Looking good. We'll go with the cream so that people can actually write on it. Now, if you were doing this for your business, you'd obviously want to include probably your logo on it somewhere. That would be helpful. And maybe where your business is. Well, I guess it depends, or your website, depending on what it is that they're purchasing. Let's move these down. And what I'm going to do is get them all to line up on the right-hand side, but they can all be slightly different size boxes. Ooh. There we go. And what we can do is if we select all 3 of these, then we can use these handy align tools just to make sure that everything is lined up nicely. No, I want to do that one. Perfect. Okay, great. I just need to bring this one over slightly. I like how it's making a sort of step kind of look. Awesome. So what I'm going to do actually is just bring all of these up so that we can fit our terms and conditions at the bottom. So I'm going to add some text. We'll do this in just like a nice, easy to read sans serif, and we'll put something like voucher must be used within 6 months. Head to www.mywebsite.com to redeem. Obviously, you can write some better copy than that, but that'll do for now. Let's go with Proxima Nova. We'll just make this smaller and maybe put it in the cream. Hopefully that's still nice and legible. I might make it all on one line actually. So there we have the front and back of our gift voucher. So let's just have a little look at how that's looking together. I like how the front and the back are different colors. If you were going to get this printed, then what you'd need to do is head to resize, go to custom, and you would want to add 6 mil for the bleed onto each of these. So you could just add that on and then send it as a PDF to the printer. So you'd just download it here and you'd click on PDF and then you'd be able to download it. But let's now work with this again, and we're going to turn it into a printable version. There's a bit more, printer ink friendly, shall we say. So I'm just going to duplicate the front version, the front of the voucher again, and I am going to customize the size on this because I want to make it something that's going to print kind of like on an A4 page. So I'm going to go to custom and I'm going to increase the height probably maybe to about 400. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we didn't need it that big. Let me just make it 300. That'll work. Okay, So let's head into that. So it's just move things around slightly. So we just need to get it back to how it was looking. I'm going to make the background white again, so it's as printer friendly as possible, but I'm going to keep this lovely green and navy type to go at the top. And then I'm just going to go back to our other page and I'm going to copy all of these elements and bring them over. Because why do the work twice if you don't need to? Make all of this smaller. So you'll see actually we didn't need to have it even that high. So I can adjust the dimensions again in a second. So we'll just get the right green for that down there. And now for this one again, like I don't want them to have to print out boxes of cream. So what I'm going to do is turn off the fill and make the border the nice green, but maybe just a bit lighter. There we go. That's looking good. So we'll turn that off, and we'll just get all these all green. And you can see how easy it is to just make sure that everything is matching. Oh, this one is having a moment. Just need to make this one the green as well. But even though it's like set up slightly differently, because this one's for print, it's all looking, yeah, it's all looking good. And then what you would probably do is add your logo up here. If you've got any other information, any other terms and conditions, this could then be, yeah, so that they could print it out and fill out the information, or you could fill out the information yourself and then they could print it out themselves, which would be awesome. So that is great. Right. Let's see. Tony has got a question. Do you have to do these individually, Liz? Can you set a tile? The way I was imagining it would be that you would save this as a PDF and make these editable so that you could add in the information for people as they ordered them. But yeah, you can't do like a fancy mail merge thing on here, if that's what you mean. I'm not totally sure. Oh, set a style. Do you have to do those? No, I think you could get it set up and then it would just be a case of duplicating them. You could even set this up as a brand if you wanted, so that you can keep everything really nice and consistent. So you could save that as this could effectively be your logo. You could save the font and the colors so that it's all good to go. You meant the style. Yeah. So you could definitely set the style. So you would not need to do them individually. You could make it all them all look the same. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's head on to creating a business card. Now, again, let's just go and have a little look at the templates and see what there is, because it's always, even if you're not going to use them, it's always nice to get a bit of inspiration and see what's out there. I think this is quite striking, having the black and white. I don't know if people get business cards. Oh no, Sandrine said she had some business cards printed, didn't you, Sandrine? I've got some business cards, but I feel like people don't use physical business cards as much anymore. But I remember when I was at art college, just loving collecting designers' business cards because they were always looked amazing. There's some really fun ones here, all different styles. This is really cool. This is like this is something to go, like a little flyer to go with some plants. But yeah, you could use that as the basis of your design. But maybe for this one today, let's start from scratch. So you'll see up here, there's a start from scratch button, and it's already got the dimensions set for us, which is really handy. What I am going to do is I'm going to head to my brands. Let me save the project, and I'm going to just change which is my default brand, because I want to use this one that I made on a live stream the other day. And I want to be able to access the logos easily. So let me just get my blank project up, and then I can head to logos and I can grab the logo that I want. It's automatically going to put it in the bottom, but I'm going to make it nice and big. I'm going to keep this simple because she wanted something Esther, who asked for this suggestion, wanted something that wasn't too busy. So we'll keep it quite bold and striking. But I think I am going to add a background and maybe go with something monochrome to contrast this sort of peachy color. And I actually I think these are really cool. Let's try one of these and see how that looks. I think that's quite interesting. Maybe the logo would need to be replaced to the white version. Or maybe it works with the mint. I think it works with the mint. Let's just try, see what else is there. Maybe one of these would be a bit more legible. You'll see that you can easily replace the background. Some of these light leak ones are really interesting. Ooh, I actually really like this one. Let's see how this looks. Quite psychedelic, but I like it. Sandrine says she ordered 50 and reckons they'll last a year or so. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's nice that you can get them printed in sort of small batches. You always have some in your purse. That is so good. Yeah, I definitely need to get better at carrying mine around with me. So I'm going to duplicate the page again, but I'm going to remove the background and I'm going to make this the mint color. I'm going to replace this logo to the black version. So we keep our sort of monochrome thing going. And have it maybe in the top left-hand corner. And then we want to make sure that we put in our contact information. I already love how striking this is looking, just with the monochrome and that mint color. So I think you can do a lot. Like, you've got to think of a business card as being a really small canvas to work on. So you are limited in what you can do. But I think you can make them really striking with your your logo and your colors. So this is like a fake social media company. So let's add some text in. And I'll put in basic information. What am I going to do? hi@myemail.com. And then probably want to have maybe a phone number. Going to make up a phone number. Let's hope this isn't someone's real phone number. And then we'll put a website, mywebsite.com. Okay. And then I thought I would have a little experiment with the shape effect, because you can add shapes behind your text. Now we need to change this color. So if we change that to black and change the text, there we go. We can have a little play around and see what we've got. See what will look good. A big circle, not so sure. Yeah, see, ones like that doesn't work when you've got a large amount of text. I actually really like that one. I think that looks cool. Let's just try a few others and see how they're looking. That's also quite fun. Could put that up here, maybe line it up with the logo. I always forget that these are in here and I forget to play with them. Ooh, speech bubble. Ooh, like that one. There's so many options. It depends what sort of style you want to go for. This one's also very cool. Evie says missing a 5, Liz, on the end. Yes, I probably got the wrong number of numbers, but since it is fake, I don't need to worry about it too much. Anyway, awesome. Oliver says that's my number. Oh my goodness, I hope not. That would be awful. Please don't call this number, guys, just in case it is someone's number. Right, you'll see here I just need to lengthen this out slightly. I should be able to. Oh, it's not doing that. Hang on, there we go. Just needed to make it a bit bigger so that it fit the website in. And then probably bring this up here. And you'll see, we can see how it looks. So yeah, there's lots that I think that looks quite bold and striking. I wonder if the one of the things that's really nice is if you do with some printing companies is you can have all different backgrounds, so for the front, or all different designs for the front. So we could do a whole series where we do another version if we head back into backgrounds, and we could do different versions of these. That could actually look really cool as a set. So let me just do a few. And I think that also adds something quite fun and striking, that everyone gets a slightly different business card. And say if you are an illustrator or a photographer, this could be something in the background, like a photo in the background or an illustration. So let's have a look for like a photo that we could use. Oh, it's just taking a little minute. We'll just view all pages. So you can see how we've got a little set here, which is looking pretty cool. But yeah, easy to add in a photograph or an illustration. For this, I would probably make the photograph monochrome as well, so that it adds in with my brand guidelines. But, it completely depends on what your brand looks like as to what you'd go for. But you could even just have it as a plain color and keep it really simple. Let's see. Okay, here we go. The photos are loading up now. Even something like this, although, yeah, what we could do is add that to the background. Oh, hang on. I've got two. Let's not do that. Let's get rid of that. And then we can add that to the background. And we can then go to filters and we can make it grayscale, so that we have these sort of leaves coming in from the edges, which also looks quite cool. So you can see, you can take so many of the assets and then make them on brand for your business. Lots of chat about old school communication. Tony thinks semaphore is going to come back. Smoke on a fire, flags on a hilltop. Oh, love it all. Okay, so yeah, you'll see here we've got a few different options. Really easy to play around with. You could also do a series. We could duplicate this one, and because I've got a few different colors in my branding, could go in and just replace the logo to the pink one, which also works well. And then if we go back out, we can see them all. Let's duplicate this one. And all we'd need to do for this one then is change the color to the pink. And because it's my brand color, it's all saved up here at the top because I made a brand kit for it. I would just need to change that to the pink. And so you can see what's really nice is having lots of different versions in this one project and being able to see them all together. So you could have different variations for the background. You could have different colors for the logo. I think having different versions is actually really nice and makes each of them a little bit more unique, even though they're not totally unique. But yeah, so that was a whistle stop tour. Thank you so much to Origami Est for her suggestions of what we would cover today. We managed to make a printable gift voucher and a business card. Maybe mine was a bit busier than she was hoping, but I think they were eye-catching. And it just shows how you can easily make stuff for print in Adobe Express as well. Just remember that if you are saving a PDF and sending it to a printer, to go to the resize feature and add 6mm to each of the lengths, so that you've got your 3mm bleed, and that will help the printers out a lot. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's been great seeing everybody in the chat. It was so nice to spend this time with you. And I will see you again soon. If you want to stick around at 2 p.m., there's a really exciting looking stream, which is the role of AI in modern design. And that is with Christoph Grunberger. So yeah, stick around for that. And I will be back soon with another Adobe Express live stream. Thanks so much for joining me.